Hi guys, how you going? Jason Andrew here, and I am coming to you live. It's been a little while since I've been live, and I wanted to come in here because it is the consistency is the key to success. And if you're like me, it's a Saturday afternoon here, and maybe you've done a day of sport or some kids activities. I'm the president of a junior rugby club here in Melbourne, Australia, and we've just had an afternoon, a whole day of sport, and it's fantastic. So what I want to do is I want to bring that concept of using the values of sport to show you how you can stay in the arena towards achieving your goals. Because, you know, if you've played sport before and you know what it's required to be successful in sport, and you can teach those to your kids, then they can take those values across to and also learn those disciplines so they can be successful as well. So if you think about it, sport is really the only place where they're left almost on the planet where people can learn to agree to disagree, where you learn to respect the competition, you respect the results, and you just have a healthy approach to a game, like being in the arena of life. And if you can get your kids to do that and have that kind of mindset, then I think that then that will have a dramatic impact on them for the rest of their lives. It certainly did with me when I was growing up in the 80s. I went a little bit wayward when I was about 16, but I had rugby and they sort of brought me back and was an anchor. And I see that with the kids today. What I also see is that when the kids gets to the age of about 14, 15, they start dropping off. And because, you know, there's other interests in their life and it becomes harder for their parents to insist for them to play. So if that sounds familiar, I'm going to encourage you to just keep on getting your kids to playing sport and encouraging you just to keep getting them in there because it's such a great arena. And if you really think about what it can do to you, the sport has a power to change not only your kids' lives, your lives, but I mean, it changes the world and it actually stopped wars in the past. Some of you may know that during the First World War in 1914, in the first year of it, the German and British troops were in the trenches and they literally stopped fighting and killing each other on Christmas Day to play a game of football, because they could do that around the arena of sport. So they've literally gone from killing each other a couple of hours beforehand, getting on the field, playing a game of soccer, exchanging Christmas greetings, and then going back into the trenches and then continuing a war for an extra 4 years. I mean, how bizarre is that? But that is the power of sport, and that's the power of engaging in an arena like that, which I fully believe in, and that's why I'm involved in a club at such a high level engaging level to try and get kids into sport so that we can have an impact on them. So what I'm going to be doing for you guys is on this week. I've done a couple of workshops in the past, and so it's time for more. People ask me when's my next one. So the next one is going to be this week. I'm going to be doing it from 12 p.m. on the 28th, 29th, and the 30th of April, Melbourne time. I'm going to be showing you how you can actually use the concepts and values of sport and the disciplines so that you can actually implement a plan and you can start hitting the goals that you want to be living into. Because if you can do this, and it's going to be really simple. The good thing about it here is that everything is recorded. So if you can't make the 12 p.m. live, watch the recording. These are going to be really great insights for you on how you can use something very familiar to millions of people around the world. And also it aligns with everything that we've been doing in this group so far for the last 6 months or so since we've been away, which has been fantastic. So thanks for continuing to watch, and please make some comments, like the video, share it, because at 12 p.m., 28th of April, Melbourne time, Melbourne, Australia time, we're going to go live with the next workshop, which is going to be phenomenal, guys. You're going to love it. Okay, enjoy the rest of the weekend.